tailgate with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Off play action on first down. And they got him for the sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously, you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to run it. They get to him as he throws. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Excellent field position here for the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working on the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This guy's always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should touch the football the most. First play out the gates. I know I got a big-time advantage, big-time wide receiver. Get him the football, make the gain. I expect we'll see a lot more of that throughout this football game.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
fourth down, going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now the play fake. Working that left side now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. Can anyone catch him? The 40, the 30, the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And he's going to run it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. Look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Daniels. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
He'll bring it back. It's Nash. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do?
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, NC State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Nash. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. These corners backing off a bit. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass is intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a plan.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tight.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Give to Brown. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice when you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone. Everybody on the defense is jacked up.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup would put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing on his pads.
They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On the move, it's Ncaa. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. First down to start the drive after the break. Lewis to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds nothing downfield, flips it out to his running back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He wants to throw it again. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. The Rebels will have it first and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Touchdown, Rebels! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He's going up top here late in the game. Snags it on the right. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw is not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really come? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Push forward. Oh, those other mess ass stuff. I can't lie about that. Good smacking on.
Wolves will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move, it's Francis. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. And he's wrestled to the ground.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
First down for this offense. Power football with the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4.
That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, there's the ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's so disappointing for the offense, too, because they pride themselves on being physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They want to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the first down. David, he just couldn't hold on to it. The defense now creates the takeaway.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense, taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the first down, but you got there. And more importantly, we work on this all week long. County fair, stripping the football, getting the football out, and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quick toss. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that would cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page.
He's going to throw deep right side. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Takes the handoff. It's Francis. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys for the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the air, it's Glagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to get to him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, I love the decision making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
He'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Nash. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the air, it's Daniels. Coming after him. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Let's it fly. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation.
How the fuck you rolling back?
To execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Right down the middle. He's got him, and they convert. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Barrels ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Francis. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half, and this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sledding has been tough. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Red Wolves! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call, throwing the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that
game of the night. Go to sleep.
NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Harrison. There's a live football. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Waddle. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Dropping back, it's Griffin. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Feeling some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that. Go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play. Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. And he'll be brought down. Missouri wants to go fast. On the move. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got his man on the right. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. He makes the connection. That's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Looking for room. It's Roberts. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 2nd down coming up. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You've got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Going for it all. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical.
Oh, he dropped it! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
No, I'm so important.